Here we go.
You ready for this?
I'm ready for this. You ready for this?
Been a hot minute, huh?
No. Y'all need Jesus. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a guest. You wanted Taylor, you got Taylor. Today we are doing a Q&A. I asked over on Instagram for any questions and that's what we're doing. Do you want to say hi?
Hey,
Do you
what's
wanna,
up?
Is there
This is
anything you want to
exciting.
say?
We haven't done a Q&A in a while.
I know.
So this should be
When
fun.
was the last time we did a Q&A?
Probably definitely back in the apartment.
Apartment.
Yeah, which was,
Wow.
we moved in April, so.
Okay, let's just get right
jump
into
right
it.
into it.
Should we put Poopy down?
No, that was great.
Okay. What are your favorite things about each other? Wow, we're just gonna go right
Wow,
into that.
we're going
Making me
right.
think. I didn't look at these questions, so I haven't
Oh, you
really
didn't?
thought about anything.
Great.
Okay, you
wanna
go first. No, you tell me what you love about me.
There's just so much to love about her. No, I think one of the biggest things I love about her, oh, she sees something, is her heart. She has such a big heart, and she chooses to just see the best in people, and a lot of times just give people the benefit of the doubt. And it's just amazing to see, because in this day and age where, you know, she has been hurt a few times in relationships, but just to see how much she loves people and how much she truly cares about people, it's one of my favorite things about her. And one of the first things initially that drew me to her.
That's sweet. Should we get that from Kona? That's gonna be annoying.
Kona.
Okay, moving on. No. Uh-oh. You didn't catch that?
No, I did.
Oh, I was
You're
trying
not
to
going to
be
answer
funny.
the question?
Yes. My favorite things. Oh, it said things. Anything else?
Things.
That's favorite about me? Favorite thing about Taz. Kona, you really need to stop making noise. If it's not your bone, it's the water. Okay, truly though, so many things about Taz. He doesn't let anything faze him. Like, this guy does not worry about a thing, does not stress, does not... I mean, the only time I saw Taz, like, not be Taz was when we were going through our miscarriage. And that was, like, literally the only time. Like, I'm not saying he's not emotional by any means, but he just doesn't, like, I'm the worrier, I'm the stressor. Like, I'm like, we have to figure this out. He's like, it's gonna be fine. And I think I love that so much because I'm the exact opposite, and I wish I were more like that. So obviously he's funny, he's handsome, blah, 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 blah. But I think that is something that I'm trying to be more of. So that's what I love about him. Oh. Okay, you're gonna like this question.
Okay.
I love hearing about how couples handle finances. What works for you and what doesn't?
We're still figuring that one out.
Yeah.
Biggest thing is just being on the same page, approaching it, you know, budget-wise, making sure that we're both in the know with things, instead of like one person.
Hold up. Sorry.
Stop being a dog. So I think the biggest thing for us financially is just being on the same page, understanding that not both parties really need to be super involved in the finances, from like basically making sure bills are paid. Like, one person can take care of that, but as long as we both know where we're at financially, what our goals are, and budgeting, understanding the budget and being on board with the budget, because you can have one person that's like, yeah, let's budget this out and let's make sure we have this in line, but if both of you aren't understanding what the goal is there, then it just makes it really difficult. In this season, we've gotten a lot better with our budgeting and making
Well, I think we were really, really good when we were wanting the house, like saving for the house and all that good stuff. And I think now that we have the house,
we could be better.
We could
but
be
I
better.
think what's the question itself?
I love hearing about how couples handle finances, what works for you and what doesn't. Well, I was going to say what has been working for us, and it took a while for us to kind of, or for me, I'll speak for myself, what was our bank before?
Simple.
It was Simple. But that bank closed. We won't talk about that because it's irrelevant. But Taz found a new one called One. And it's essentially like an envelope system where, is Dave Ramsey that does envelope system?
Yeah, I think so.
And what you do is you can set out a budget for, let's just say, eating out, gifts, medical, groceries, rent.
Mortgage.
Yeah.
You can have different categories that have each of your
Expenses.
Yeah, expenses.
And so what you do is you like allocate money to each
Expense.
pocket. Is it called a
yeah.
pocket?
Yeah, it's called pocket.
To each pocket or each envelope. And then so you have this card and you have the app, and let's say we go out to dinner. You have to click that button or that envelope before they swipe your card so that your bank takes it from that envelope or that pocket. So for instance, today I went out to breakfast with a friend and I left my phone on the table. So when I was paying, I tried paying for it and it kept getting declined. And the guy's like, oh, that's awkward. I was like, oh, it's fine. It's just my app is not in the right pocket.
So you assign your physical card to whatever pocket you want to pull from. So
Right.
if you're at the grocery store, you pull from your groceries pocket. If you're eating out, you pull from your eating out pocket.
And it's really helpful because if you're trying to stick to a budget, I mean, and clearly you can change it for like, you know, you can move money around, but if you want to be, like if you really want to follow a budget, that's a really good system. And you have to obviously hold yourself accountable because like I said, you can move the money around, but it's worked for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I would say I'm the one more in charge of finances.
Yeah.
Than her. I just kind of tell her, hey, we have this coming up.
Like,
and
go.
then as long as she knows, as long as it's not like this out of the blue expense, like, hey, guess what? We need $4,000. It's never happened, but making sure that she understands what's coming down the line. That's
Yeah.
kind of what's been working for us.
Okay, favorite part of your wedding day, and also what's the one thing you wish you would have done on your big day? Not regret, but wish.
What's your favorite part?
My favorite part was the whole day, like it really was. But obviously, I'm gonna cry when I walked in and I saw Taz's reaction. That really got me.
They got me too.
And one thing I wish we would have done. I don't know. I think it was so great.
It really was.
The only thing that I wish we would have done, but it's literally out of our control, is making it longer. Because since our venue was what's it called? Like
the museum.
Yeah.
In a historical site.
A historical site. It was a hard stop at, what was it, 10?
10.
I would have had it going till like 3, 4 in the morning. If
was
it was
crazy.
up to me. But
I would have to agree with what she said when the moment I turned around. It was just like this. I remember it clear as day because Pastor Daniel, who was our officiant, he was like, okay, on the count of 3, turn around. And he was like, 1, 2, okay, hold up, they're fixing something. 1, 2. And he would just wait until like,
he was
it
probably
was just
doing
like,
that on purpose too.
Probably was, knowing him. But it was just like the anticipation of turning around and seeing her in her dress, which obviously I hadn't seen her at all in her dress. So it was just that. It was all culminating to turning around. And then the party was so much fun. Everybody danced the entire time. We were nervous.
So worried about that.
But it was so much fun. I've never had so much fun in a wedding.
And I
it
think
was
that's
my
why,
wedding,
I know.
which is great.
And I think that's why I'm itching to have a New Year's Eve party. Because I kind of want to just relive our wedding. I know it's not going to be the same, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. This person always comments on my questions. Can I serve y'all? Like, send y'all money, please. Pay for dates, petties, lunch, etc. I mean, Venmo right here. This is the IG is good.
If you try now.
Good feet IG.
I'm not wearing socks right now. Good feet IG. Not that you can see.
Wait, that rhymed. Okay. I probably should have showed you this question first. Do we want to say that? I mean, we might. Okay, so the question is, the name you selected for your first baby, will you use it again? I'm sorry if it's a difficult question. So
Maybe 2 months ago, this would have been a difficult question.
I mean, it's still
emotionally,
difficult.
but it's not like a
Yeah.
tearjerker question. Which
I mean, it definitely is for me. But,
Is it?
Oh yeah, always. I cried yesterday about it.
Oh.
But we might share it, might not. I'm not sure. I just don't want to share it like this. Will we use it again?
Yeah, not sure.
We talked about it. Like, that's what was one of the hard things about naming the baby, was because it literally made it more real. Because you wouldn't be able to use a baby. Like, if you had a baby and you name that baby, you wouldn't name the next baby the same.
Yeah.
So like, I think it's completely a personal opinion if you want to use the baby to kind of honor your baby. But right now, I don't know that we have an answer.
Not true. Open-ended.
Olivia Hale Designs. Do you want to hang out for dinner soon?
Probably not. Of course.
Okay, career goals. Taz?
Career goals. This changes like dependent on whatever season I'm in. But
Right now, he's going to be an NHL player.
Right now, it's just like skating for the first time in 7 years this morning. It's getting pretty serious. It changes depending on the season I'm in. But I think it really just comes down to working for myself at some point.
Yeah.
Like when I was a personal trainer, I wanted to have my own gym. Like now, being in the film and media industry, like it would be cool to have my own production company or some sort of media company. I'm not sure, again, what that looks like. I don't know if I would have a team and I would actually come in and do projects, or if it's just me freelancing and coming on projects as a DP or a camera operator or whatever is needed, really.
A DP is director of photography.
Director of photography.
You literally just said director free. What'd you say?
Yeah. Again, I don't know right now, but I'm just kind of living open-handed and seeing what God puts in my hand, what he takes away, what doors he opens, what doors he closes. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Wait, you already do that. You're already your own boss.
Well, no, but I mean like the open-handed and whatever, you know. I think that for me, like I've always had, no, that's a lie. I've never had like a plan per se, but I've always had like a goal. And I don't think I'm living any of those goals. Like my life has, I wanted something and it led me completely somewhere else. So I think I don't necessarily have like a career goal. Like it'd be really cool to be, you know, a huge brand that people know about and like love. But then at the same time, I'm at a point in my life that like, yeah, that would be cool, but is it fulfilling? Like, what am I really doing? Like, what is it really doing? Like, it would be really cool to be on Sports Illustrated, but again, like, what is that really doing? So I'm like going through this phase where I'm like, what am I really even doing? And I think for me, the ultimate thing that I've always wanted to do or have like aspired to do is help people in whatever way. And I did an interview maybe like a year ago when they asked about kind of the same similar question, and they asked like where I see myself in the fitness, like in that world. And I said that necessarily wasn't like, I don't really care about fitness. It was more about helping people, and fitness was like the vehicle to help people at that time. Yeah. And you know, sometimes like now maybe it's like helping people, I don't know, love their body, or I mean, I don't know, I'm just blabbing now, but I like I said, I have career goals, but again, at the same time, I'm like, they could be gone tomorrow. Yeah. I'm so like, kind of like Taz, depending on the season I'm in. I'm like, oh, maybe I wanna, I don't know, be an interior designer. Not true, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if that answers your question. Right now I'm doing what I'm doing, and we'll see what God takes away and puts in my life. Mm-hmm. Okay, coming at you from the future, because I'm editing this video, and for some reason I didn't say the one goal that I've always had, and it's to hit 100K on YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for almost 7-8 years, and that has been the goal always. Well, obviously like 1 million, but you know, we want to start slow. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed and you want to help me reach my goal of 100K, just hit the subscribe button. It's completely free. It doesn't cost you anything, and you'd be helping little old me reach a goal of hitting 100K. Honestly, it's just a goal that I've always had, and you can help me reach that. So again, if you're not subscribed, just hit the subscribe button. Thank you. I love you. Okay, back to the video. How have y'all been? That's the question.
Pretty standard.
You know,
pretty standard. Living,
trying to. If
this isn't an indicator of how life's going, my hair and my beard, I don't know what is. No, I think it's tough given the circumstances of everything, but I think it's getting better. I think it's getting a little bit easier. I feel a transition from like the season we were in to kind of a new season. Obviously not forgetting about everything that happened, but trying our best to move forward.
Yeah. Taz asked me this the other day, and I was like, I don't know. Because I've just been so busy, especially with VLOGMAS. I've had the launches, and I've just been deep in that. I don't know that I've had time to think about how I'm feeling, or actually like have that conversation with myself. But kind of what Taz said, it's getting easier. Like I'm not crying every day anymore. So I think that's a win.
Absolutely.
What is your favorite song together?
I think we have a few. Cause
Baby, that's not one of them. I mean, our first dance for sure.
I love Why I Love You by Major. I love Speechless by Dan and Shay. I love that Don Omar song. Danza Kuduro. Yeah.
La media vuelta. Danza Kuduro.
Yeah, that one. That was our first song we danced to together ever. Like
at a club in Connecticut
7 years ago.
Okay, what is your love language? What is his? What is your love language?
My love language. I think my love language is quality time, alongside with physical touch, and
there's another one now?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I thought those were your two.
I was thinking maybe not acts of service, because like I love when people do things for me, but it's not like my favorite thing in the world. I think quality time is definitely number one, then physical touch. Yeah.
Mine is all, literally all. It's a problem.
She loves gifts.
I love gifts,
random
but
service.
It's not necessarily like expensive gifts. It's like if you, I don't know,
thoughtful.
Yeah, a little thoughtful. Like if you gave me a picture of us framed or something, waterworks. Like literally, like anything. Quality time all the time. Like I have this running joke with myself that Taz, when he works from home, I don't get anything done because I just want to be next to him. I just want to be with me. Are you or him jealous?
No, I am not
At all.
at all. It's funny because like if someone's hitting on her, I'm secure enough to know like we're good. If she is doing something to make me jealous, which she never does, but if she ever were to, that's more of her problem than mine. So
Right.
like I don't.
Period. We were actually, I told him a story today
That's fun.
because I used to be very jealous, but I was also young. Back in the day when I had this other boyfriend, obviously, I remember he called me on his break and I think he was getting Starbucks or something, and he was telling me how he got a coffee and how he got some girl cookies. I was livid. I was like, who the heck? Why can't she buy her own cookies? Like, what's the problem? And he's like, I was going to Starbucks. I just got her. I was livid. And I mean, looking back now, poor
That's
guy, I
super
like,
funny.
yeah, but no, not anymore. Which of your parents are you most alike? These are good questions.
These are questions.
I don't know that I'm like any of my parents.
You're more so like your mom though.
Like my mom.
Yeah, much more like your mom. I would say I'm like 70% like my dad and 30% like my mom. What would you say?
Why do you say that? Like what makes you 30% of your mom?
The way I approach some situations, but then just like my dad is super laid back. He's just very even keeled. Like she said earlier, my emotions don't like, I don't have super high highs or super low lows. I'm very in the middle, and I'll have moments where I show that, but my dad is the same way. I've never seen my dad like belly laugh, but I've never seen him at the same time like bawl either. So I've seen him sad, I've seen him happy, but I think I get that from him.
But even with like stuff. Yeah, I don't know, like it's funny, when I was dating him, or when I was living with his family, I should say, I like, it's like my eyes were open. It was like the what's the phrase?
The veil was lifted.
The veil was lifted, yeah. Because like things would happen at their house and I'm like, wait, that's it? Like it's not World War III. Like if the same situation that happened at their house happened at my house, I'd get demonetized. I'll just put it that way. So it's been interesting to like, I've had to like kind of retrain myself in some things, which I'm very grateful for, because I know my parents did the very best they could, but there are some things that, you know, just don't need to happen the way they happened. So yeah, I don't know why I said that. Like, I don't know where I was going with that, but okay. Where did the name Taz come from? I think people. This is like the number one question I feel
This
like
is
people
like,
have.
because whenever you call me Taylor,
They're like, "Who's that?"
who's that? Is she dating somebody else? So my dad gave me the nickname when I was like very young.
What was
I
that?
have no idea.
Sorry, start over.
Taz. So the nickname Taz, my dad gave it to me when I was really young, like even before I really remember. I think I was about as wide as I was tall, and I would just like bust into a room and just tear it apart and then leave like nothing happened.
Like Tasmanian devil.
Like the Tasmanian devil. And my dad just started calling me Taz, and it just stuck.
And what's even like weirder, my absolute favorite cartoon growing up was
The Tasmanian devil.
Tasmanian devil, and I married a Taz.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, now you have... Sorry. Okay. What is your favorite thing about one another? We already answered the non-physical, so what's the physical? Because they asked physical.
Oh, favorite physical thing. Again, what do I pick? I can't choose just one thing. I love when she smiles.
Oh, gosh.
Do it. Smile. She has
don't
these
know.
little wrinkles on her nose that just like that. It kind of shows like it's a real smile. Because somebody can like smile, but when she like her eyes get squinty and her nose wrinkles up, and then I didn't notice this the other day, but I pointed out to her when she laughs, her nose flares just a little bit, not even a lot. It's probably happening right now.
Who's our movie?
But I just love her facial expression when she's like really, really laughing.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that
No?
answer.
No.
No. I was expecting the booty, the boobs, I don't know. Okay, you guys cannot laugh. But there's a couple here. Okay, so do it.
No.
Taz has the cutest feet. It's so weird and strange.
Very strange.
But like they have a hold on me. And it's not like a fetish thing. It's just his toes are so like clean all the time. I'm just like, it's so weird. Like he can be so dirty, but his feet are super clean all the time. But besides the feet, his back, his forearms, his hands, they're huge hands. Like they're huge hands. Every time we like somebody like holds his hands, they always make a comment on how big his hands are. More recently, I'm loving the gray hair that's coming through on the sides because it's here and then on that side. What else? Everything.
No.
Okay. Where do you two see yourselves in 5 years?
Blakey, where do you see us in 5 years?
Tell us.
Where do I see us in 5 years?
Well, hopefully with a baby.
Hopefully with baby. Maybe two. That's such a weird question because like it's not like I'm trying to predict where we're going to be in 5 years, but where would I like to see us in 5 years? I would like to just see us like progressing through life, whatever that might mean. Literally whatever that might mean.
I think we both do not like staying in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've experienced things and we're like, can you imagine if we still did X? Can you imagine if we still like were doing this? And I think that is what we don't want to happen. We don't want to be in a place where we just stay stagnant and we're like in this hamster wheel doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. So to kind of piggyback on what he said, like just a little bit more.
Just progression.
Yeah.
Just progression through.
And not necessarily like a bigger house or more money or things like that, but it's like, for instance, like the first question we started with, maybe we're better with our budget. Maybe we are smarter. Maybe Taz is on his way to, working for himself or working for me.
One can dream.
So yeah, I don't know.
Just progression. I think that's really it.
Yeah, that's it. Those are the questions.
Those are the questions.
Do you have a random question that you want to ask me? And then I ask you a random question? That could be fun. I feel like I always have questions for you. No, I can't think of one.
I know. I do have a question. If you could improve any one area of your life, what would it be?
Oh gosh, this is easy. I think my mental health. 1,000%, without a doubt. Because without that, let me tell you, you got nothing.
That's good.
That's
good. It's really good.
That's like a whole separate video. Okay, you. I've got to sneeze.
Bless your child.
Excuse me. Oh, that one hurt my chest.
Did it?
What can you do today that you were not capable of doing a year ago?
What can I do today that I was not capable of doing a year ago?
Is that a hard one? Or like not a good one?
Anything?
Anything. I feel like this should
furnish
be
a
easy.
home.
Oh, no,
No,
we
I'm
still
just
can't do it.
We didn't have a home to furnish. That's why I said we couldn't do. I mean, producing video content at the level I'm producing it now, I was not anywhere near able to do that a year ago. So I would say last year I've exponentially improved in how I make video.
He's not wrong. Okay, that's it.
Great.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any other questions, leave them down below and maybe we'll do a second video.
Like a part 2 or something.
Yeah, maybe if I don't have any more Vlogmas videos to film.
Yeah.
But make sure to subscribe, please. I just want to hit
Please do
100K.
Bleeker says subscribe. Subscribe.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.